From the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Tonight, it's the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 9-1. Sorry, folks. Today, it's the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 9-1, hosting the Nobles Bulldogs with a record of 7-2 in ISL action. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story alongside Max Hooven on camera. Lawrence Academy winning the Cushing Holiday Tournament over second half of the winter break, avenging their loss to Dexter Southfield in the Lawrence Groton Tournament in the championship game of that one. But Lawrence Academy will be without a couple of key pieces tonight. Johnny Riggins, who has 5 goals and 5 assists on the season, 10 points, out with an upper body injury. So is goalie Brandon Milberg. So it'll be Thomas Pientka, the junior from Bratislava, Slovakia, to get the start between the pipes for Lawrence Academy in this big ISL contest. And he will be opposed by his #1 counterpart, Mark Smith, as Lawrence Academy tries to make an early statement, but Smith holds his ground there. Lawrence Academy in the blue, Nobles in the white. This is lifted out to center ice and knocked down there by Matt Connor. And now this hops back towards the LA end, and this will be icing on Nobles just like that. So 45 seconds in, and we get an offensive zone face-off. Lawrence Academy hoping for a better result than the girls' team just before this, as the girls dropped a 4-2 decision to St. Mark's, allowing 4 unanswered goals after taking a 1-0 lead early in the second period in that one. Face-off in the left wing circle. It'll be won by Nobles, mishandled by Will Moore, and played up the right side for Robert Lapsley. Lapsley will chase it down below the goal line. Pientka holding his ground as it got close to him. Now on the left side, on the far side, it's Oliphant. Holt Oliphant, that is. Around the end board, swept around by Carfagna. The diagonal pass. There is Oliphant. There's the zone on the right side. Tried to take a shot from the blue line. It was blocked. Deflects below the goal line. Out to the left point for the shot, rifled by Carfagna. Goes off a body in front. That was Colby Bailey. Comes back to the LA blue line. Not all the way into the zone. Back to the Nobles zone. Good stick check there by Blake Humphrey. Pierce Kenny will settle it down, play it up the left side. The diagonal pass out of the reach of Will Zink. No icing as it comes back to the Nobles end. Body down there. They try to, oh wow, that was nearly head-butted into the goal by for an own goal by Pierce Kenny. We saw a headbutt goal as this, nearly trickled in on the shot with the save by Smith. Nearly trickled in one way. Now another kick saved by Smith. Drops in the near left corner. Another shot, and Smith holds his ground. Smith, the junior from Hanover, Mass., getting tested early. But about the comment about the head-butted goal, we saw a goal like that. We saw a goal like that. We saw a goal like that head-butted into the goal in an Ottawa Senators game, I believe last weekend on Hockey Night in Canada, and then it was disallowed because you can't headbutt a puck into the goal and have it count. This flutters off the top of the glass, and that'll be out of play, but the faceoff will be in the offensive zone for the Spartans. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Face-off in the right wing circle. And the face-off will be won again by Nobles. Up the right side for Lapsley. Plays it back into the middle for Moore. Moore tries to connect with Lapsley on the diagonal to the right side. No icing here as it's played by Friedman. Friedman absorbs contact. Now LA getting it out of the zone on the diagonal. No icing here. There is Dave Sacco. Plays it out to the left point. Walking in for the shot. Now it's wide left. Mac Oliphant couldn't put it intentionally wide for a tip-in like we saw in the goal by Megan Hayes in the girls' game. Backhanded into the zone from center ice by Owen O'Connor. Nobles gets a change. Some space here for LA to counterattack. Up the left side, a poke check, and Pierce Kenny will get it behind his goal. Kenny returns it up ice. No icing. They say it was played by Cronin. Now a turnover at the left wing circle for the shot, the save made by Pienka. Left wing circle, the shot, and Pienka holds it with 14:22 to go in the first period. Pienka stands 6 feet, weighs $165, turned 17 on April 11th. Face off in the right wing circle, trickles towards Pienka. He steers it aside. All the way back to the Nobles' end, no icing. Maher took a look back towards the official because he couldn't believe it wasn't icing. The play continues, and with Maher looking back towards the official, I think that'll slow down LA's momentum there. Kept it at the right point. Someone's lost a stick, but getting it back is Maher. Calling for it in front is Oliphant. They can't get it to him. Out to the right point, Fury mishandles the puck, plays it along the far side boards, backhanded in by Humphrey. Fury keeps it in at the blue line. No offside. The shot over the crossbar, off the rear glass, out to the left point for Carfagna. Swept away from the crease, and now this goes behind the goal. Around the end boards out to the left point, kept in there by Carfagna again. Oliphant lays a hit. They get it in front, taken away. 1-on-4 here, and you're going to lose that battle every time as Cronin gets ridden into the boards at center ice. 13:13 to go in the period. Up the left side. Backhanded off the side boards, thrown back in deep by Fury from center ice. Change for the Spartans. Off the side boards all the way back to the LA end. No icing. And now a turnover behind the goal, wrapped around in front, and nobody home there to put it home for Nobles. Back the other way come the Spartans. Defensive numbers for Nobles, but try to make his presence felt is Connor Lovett. Turnaround shot, save made by Smith, and it comes outside the zone, out to center ice, off the skate of Caffarelli, trickles in on Smith, he paddles it aside. James O'Connor nearly turned it over at the right point, but they are able to get it out of the zone. Now here's Bailey, tries to steer through, gets tangled up in the slot. A lot of traffic there, and they beat Pienka. And Nobles on top 1-0. There were bodies flying everywhere, and I think the hoopla in the slot is what distracted Pienka enough, and that goal is going to go to Will Friedman, the freshman from Newton, Mass, and Nobles on top on the road 1-0. Lawrence Academy fans stunned as Nobles tries to make it 2-0 quickly with a couple of quick shots from the left side. Now some pressure from behind forces a turnover in the left wing circle. Now on the right side, it's Kenny. Can't handle it. Well, Lawrence Academy was just bombarding Smith with shots, and then just a bit of Keystone Cops action is what allowed Nobles to beat Pienka for the opening marker. This is tapped back to center ice, kind of fanned on there by Broderick. Back to the LA zone. Redirected into the zone. There is Smith. Drops it off. Pressure from behind by Humphrey. On the far left corner. Now kept in at the left point. Fury backhands it in deep. Back out to Fury for the shot. Tipped aside, goes off the back of the cage. Lawrence Academy keeps possession. Thrown out to the left point. Fury gives it up. The shot. Oh, it nearly trickled in on the left post after Smith couldn't corral the save. Puck flutters up in the far left corner. Boy, Smith is lucky it's not 2-1 Lawrence Academy by now, at least. Good pressure along the far side boards at center ice. Lawrence Academy wins possession in their zone. Up the left side, and now maybe some space here for Oliphant. Tries to throw it towards net, off the skates of, I believe, Moore. Now carried away by number 13, whose name we don't have on the Nobles roster. We'll get to that as soon as we can, as this is tapped out of the zone all the way back to the Nobles end for icing. 1 second, folks. So Nobles has some names, has some other names on the roster that we don't have on the printed roster with us. So we're just gonna be calling LA names for a little bit. With 9:57 to go, the Nobles managers helping us out here. Pass into the middle, Oliphant escapes the pressure. Now goes into the near left corner behind the goal. Got two defenders behind him. Popped up, staying on his feet is Lovett. Lovett goes out to the left point. The shot, might have gotten a stick on it. Did Smith. Around the end boards. Swept out of the zone. Chopped at. Now here's a chance again for Nobles. Sticked aside by Pienka, and the rebound was nearly put in by his own man. The left side of the goal is wide open. He's lucky. Just swept to the near side. Back to the Nobles blue line. Backhanded into the slot, turned over. 8:53 to go. Fast moving first period. 1-0 our score, no penalties thus far. Off the near right corner boards, poked away by Connor. Connor gets it out to the blue line, unable to handle it is McLaughlin. And now comes out to center ice. Chance in front. Smith makes the save. So it was actually Roman Taselli with the goal for Nobles. He's the one wearing number 17. This is rifled in from the blue line. Another stick save by Smith. Throwing it into his own skates and then throwing it into the zone is Will Friedman. So Friedman wearing number 3, Taselli wearing number 17. Now a chance here, getting bumped off the puck is McDonald. Fired in from the right point by Bailey. Diagonal pass fanned on, and now we have a penalty coming up on Lawrence Academy. This is going to be a slashing call, I believe. And Lawrence Academy will be shorthanded. The power play comes at 10:37. It is a slashing call, and Nobles with a chance to make it 2-0. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com. for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Duran to the box for slashing. And the faceoff will be won by Noble. Swept over to the left point for the one-timer, and his stick explodes. Wow. John Cronin out to the left point. Here's Cronin again. He misses over the net. And now swept out of the zone. Comes all the way in on Smith. Smith with a bad pass, but Lawrence Academy will not get an offensive opportunity out of it. They'll just rifle it back into the zone. There is Severo. Severo on the left side. Mr. Severo, thanks for following us on Twitter, by the way. Out to the left point, walking in, played around the end boards. Waiting for it the right side is Bailey. Now out to the top of the slot. That's Jacobs. Pass broken up. Can LA get it out of the zone? They cannot. Kept in. Behind the goal, it's Connor. Kept in at the left point. Connor takes another poke at it. He does get it out to center ice. Fresh legs, though. It's Haxton. And now comes back to the Nobles blue line. 52 seconds left on the penalty. Kenny plays it in deep. Connor waits for it, tries to hammer it out of the zone. Kept in at the blue line by Bailey. Glove down at center ice on the clearance attempt by Lyons. He's forced back to his blue line. And a good forecheck here by Humphrey. Takes a swipe at it. Noble still in possession. 30 seconds left on the penalty. Pass over to the left side and Haxton. Haxton meets traffic on the left point, and it's rifled out of the zone from the left point by the Spartans. 18 seconds left on the penalty. Kenny up the right side. Haxton swept around the end boards. 4 seconds left on the penalty. Comes all the way out of the zone. Penalty time is up. 5:22 to go. Pientka makes a save on a shot from outside the blue line. Calling for it on the left side, and with some space is Duran. Takes the shot, and it was tripped up from behind. The shot was by Bailey. Turnover in the slot of the LA zone. Now on the right side, working his way in is Sacco. Sacco throws it across the face of goal, but not in. Trying to reverse tap it back into the zone as Duran comes into the LA zone for a shot that deflects off an LA stick and into the protective netting with 4:46 to go. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $100. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face off in the right wing circle. It'll be Owen O'Connor. I believe that's Owen O'Connor to take it for the Bulldogs. He wins it back to the right point, shot through traffic, and LA able to get it out of the zone. Now here's some space. Caffarelli misses wide right. Smith got a tip on that. Caffarelli gets it back along the goal line, tries to get it out to the right point, but Noble's able to get it out to safety. Trickles in on Pientka. Oliphant thrown off the sideboards by Lovett. Jacobs. Whistle with 3:56 to go. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Then follow and support us on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring, PayPal, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Face off in the left wing circle, and it'll be won again by Nobles. Nobles doing a phenomenal job on the face-off dots this game, and this shot from the mid slot is tipped over the glass on the attempt by Jacobs. Face-off this time will be in the right wing circle. It will be Severo to take it for Nobles. And Severo wins another face-off for the Bulldogs. Now a scrum in the near right corner. Pride free, Duran will try to chase it down, meets a Bulldog sandwich. Connor around the end boards. Sacco on the diagonal out of the zone. Comes back to Lyons. Lyons at the left side, then Telecki. Telecki out to Duran, redirects it into the zone. Chance here for the shot that goes off the body of Smith. Another chance for Humphrey there. This flutters all the way to the near left corner. Duran tries to throw it in front. Only white jerseys there. Humphrey again. Escapes contact. Carried out to the left point. Now over to Connor. Stick save made by Smith. Thrown in front, traffic, and carried away by Cronin as he throws it out of the zone. Out to Connor at the LA blue line. Connor re-enters the zone, takes the shot, deflected aside by Smith. Scramble in the right wing circle, backhanded towards net, but off the skates of Haxton. Entering the zone is McDonald, takes the shot, steered aside by Pienko with 2:17 to go. Big hit from behind at the blue line, no call there. Around the end boards, waiting for it at the left point is James O'Connor. He throws it in deep behind the goal, out to the near right corner, now out to the right point for Kenny, takes the shot, it's deflected, back out to O'Connor. O'Connor throws it in deep around the end boards. Kenny waits for it at the right point, but it's going to be taken out of the zone. Linesman took a tumble. Broderick takes a couple chops at it and sends it in on Smith, who reverses direction to the far left corner. Kenny, $1:30 to go. 1-0 our score, Nobles on top. Up the left side, kicked ahead to the red line, then fluttered back into the zone. LA getting fresh legs out there. Off the sideboards for Duran. Sacco gets slowed down as he tried to enter the zone with the puck. Now the other way goes Jacobs, gives it up for the shot, and the save made by Pientka with 1:02 to go. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Face off in the left wing circle. Again, 1:02 to go. 1-0 our score. Nobles on top. A power play goal is the difference. Face off one again by Nobles. Shot goes wide left off the end boards. Moore will try and chase this one down, but it'll be icing on the Spartans with 52.7 to go. Left wing circle face off. Severo to take it for the Bulldogs against Humphrey. Swept around the end boards, kept in at the blue line, is sprinting in out of nowhere. Was Cronin to keep that in. Now the Spartans enter the zone. Shot from the mid slot, tipped wide right. Pass in front. A return shot, save made by Smith. I gotta get a shot count on for the Spartans this period. It just, Smith has been peppered this period, and he's kept it, LA off the scoreboard. Swept into the zone by Severo, 10 seconds to go. Maybe one last rush here for the Spartans. Here's a chance for Sacco, wide right. And a fitting end to the first period as Lawrence Academy gets another quality scoring chance but cannot capitalize, and they find themselves trailing at home 1-0 to the Nobles Bulldogs after one. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday afternoon at 12:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Bunker Hill Bulldogs in NJCAA men's basketball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. Back after this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC boys hockey on LSP, as we nearly had an explosive start to the second period, but the net comes dislodged as Lawrence Academy bids to tie it. 1-0 Nobles on top of LA. Get the second period underway. Sam Field here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy alongside Max Hooven on camera. Shots starkly in favor of Lawrence Academy, but it's Nobles with the 1-0 lead on the goal by Roman Toselli. Here's a shot from the top of the right wing circle. Misses Pientka. Lawrence Academy in the blue, Nobles in the white. Duran gets into the zone onside, handling the puck. Goes in the near right corner, now out to the middle of the slot, and we have a penalty coming up here on Nobles. And Lawrence Academy will be on the power play for the first time, coming at exactly 1 minute of the second period. And it's a high sticking call on Aiden Lyons, the freshman from Brookline. It'll be a left wing circle face-off. First power play of the game again for Lawrence Academy. And Lovett to take the face-off for LA. And he wins it back to the left point, and Connor. Connor walks the blue line, handed back over to the Connor for the one-timer! I think that rang off the pipe and into the protective netting. I thought I heard a loud ping there, but that takes just 9 seconds off the power play. Face off again, one back to Connor. Delaying is Cole Telecki. Back to Telecki at the top of the slot, takes the shot through traffic. Pad save made by Smith. Return shot. Comes up short of the net. Now Connor out to Telecki. Back to Connor. One-timer stuffed at, and making the save is Smith again. You guys haven't been keeping shot totals, have you? Got the Nobles managers up here doing their own video, and left wing circle face-off, again won by Lawrence Academy. Nobles dominated the face-off dots in the first period. 3 face-off wins in a row on the power play here for LA. Shot, and the save made by Smith. The rebound went wide left around the end boards, now carried along the end boards over to Duran. Duran hands it off to Carfagna. Now to the top of the slot, and Fury. Dropped off for Fury, now over for the one-timer off the rear boards. 57 seconds left on the penalty. Over to the right wing circle, the shot snared by Smith. 53 seconds left on the penalty. 15:53 left in the period. Two key injuries for Lawrence Academy today. Johnny Riggins and Brandon Milberg out with upper body injuries. Face-off again won by LA. Walking the blue line is Carfagna. Gives it up for the shot, and that tips off of Smith and into the protective netting again. So Nobles is still looking for a clear here, but at least with these face-offs, they can get fresh legs on. Face-off in the right wing circle. Sacco to take it for Lawrence Academy. The top scoring line of Broderick, Sacco, and Duran is actually listed as the third line for today's game, as this is lifted into the LA zone and paddled aside by Pientka. So Lawrence Academy finally forced out of the zone after that face-off win by Nobles. Now up the right side and redirected into the zone by Humphrey. Trying to chase it down for Nobles is Bailey. And he can't rifle it out of the zone. Second attempt, glove down in front of the LA bench by Carfania. Now taken out of the zone. 2-on-0 the other way. Here's the shot, and it's backhanded through the crease to the opposite side. This will be icing on the Spartans, but what an opportunity for Nobles to make it 2-0 at the end of that power play. And it went through the crease to the opposite side of the boards. And Nobles will get a face-off out of it. And right now, Lawrence Academy only has 5 players on the ice. And they will remedy that situation with Caffarelli coming on. And it trickles in towards Pienka, but he holds his ground. Up the left side, intercepted at the blue line. Play is onside. Now walking in is McDonald. Paddled aside by Pienka. Went off his body through the crease to the near side boards. Now steering over to his left is Carfania behind the goal. Carfania will come off for a change. On the left side, the shot from the top of the left wing circle, gloved by Pienka with 14:29 to go in the second period. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Face-off will be in the left wing circle. It'll be Lovett to take it against Owen O'Connor. Face-off will be won by the Spartans. Carried up the left side, but turned over for a shot from the left point that tips off of Pienka's stick and ricochets off the glass back into his catching mitt. 14:21 to go. O'Connor and Lovett again in the face-off circle. Face-off won by the Spartans. Having a hard time getting it out of the zone, as were the Bulldogs at the start of this period on the LA power play. It's even strength right now. Oh, big hit laid at center ice by Lovett. No penalty. Blowing a tire is Taselli, the goal scorer for Nobles. Plays it around the end boards, out of the reach of Matthews. Matthews lowers his shoulder. Pride free out to the left point for the shot. It's in! Aiden Lyons with the initial shot. And it looks like it was tipped in by David Jacobs, and Nobles up 2-0. So David Jacobs, the sophomore from Needham, Mass, makes it 2-0. And Lawrence Academy, in a rare situation this season, playing from behind. They try to rifle it up the middle for a home run pass. Too much traffic in the middle of the ice. Now turnover at the blue line, but it's turned right back over to Telecki. Now Duran. Duran nearly lost his footing, throws it off the sideboards to Telecki, tries to get through traffic, goes off a Noble's body, and out trickles outside the zone. Hammered back towards the Nobles end by Duran. Connor up the left side, off the sideboards, tap back into the middle for Broderick, fighting through stick checks. Can't turn it towards goal, goes around the end boards, out to the right point. There's Telecki. It was behind Connor, but he caught up to it. Connor at the left point, takes a shot, deflected off the end glass. Looked like that was Maher that went down in that play in the right wing circle. Down along the edge of the left wing circle, pass along the goal line. The shot from the left wing circle, pad save made by Smith. LA with the bench of the offensive zone can get fresh legs in this offensive chance. A swipe taken by Haxton as LA is forced back to their blue line. Change behind the play for Nobles. So it's a 5-on-4 right now. Big hit late on Humphrey. Glove down at center ice by Telecki. Plays it ahead. Maher backhands it into the zone. Now backhanded towards net. Blocked. Nobles can't get a counterattack going. Swept in from the blue line. Maher's gas. He'll come off. Intercepted with fresh legs from the left wing circle for the shot that's saved by Smith. Return shot off a body in front and carried out of the zone by the Bulldogs. Stretch pass, no icing. It was out of the reach of Will Canavan. Out to the left point, knocked down by Telecki. He leads the attack the other way, drops it off. One-timer from the mid-slot, swing and a miss. Good hip check, though, by Telecki to keep the puck in the zone temporarily, but it comes back to Fury. Fury steps up to the blue line, takes a shot that's paddled aside by Smith. 10:43 to go in the period. Backhanded around the end boards. Out to the right point. Puck on its edge. Fury backhands it off the side boards, and Nobles gains possession. 2-on-3, but it'll be a change in the middle of the play for Nobles. And now maybe a counterattack here for Lovett. Lovett walks in! Score! Lovett had the perfect dangle. He couldn't score, but he did get Smith out of position long enough for Anthony Caffarelli to clean up the missed puck and make it 2-1. And Lawrence Academy is on the board thanks to Caffarelli's goal. It's his second of the season and 8th point. Shot from the mid-slot, deflected aside by Pienka. Now from the left point, puck trickles wide left. Broderick gets smashed against the boards by Severo. 9:39 to go in the period. Changes in the zone for Nobles. Fury up the right side for Durant. Plays in the middle for Sacco! Pad save made by Smith. Really with his abdomen, really. Carfagna keeps possession, reverses direction away from the pressure to Fury. 9:10 to go. Stretch pass, home run, and it's tipped into the zone, no icing, by Maher. Scrum in the far right corner, Pride free. Bailey will try to chase it down for Nobles, reversing direction for Haxton. Off the side boards into the LA zone, change in the play, ahead of the play for Nobles. Body goes flying along the near side boards. Looks like that was Humphrey. Out to the far side boards of the Nobles zone, thrown off the side boards. Now gotten back for a shot that is blocked before it gets to Smith. Played out in front for the shot from the left wing circle. Rebound carried away. Humphrey taking a couple chops at that one to slow down the counterattack by Nobles. Pass to the right side, Mac Oliphant with some space. Not there. Oliphant getting a good ride along the far side boards, and unable to keep the puck in at the blue line is Humphrey. Connor. Back to Connor with about 7.5 to go. Redirected into the zone by Caffarelli, who has the first Spartans goal. Off the sideboards, Connor with some anger! And it goes into the protective netting. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per spot. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off in the right wing circle. And it will be won by the Spartans. Been blowing a tire, getting tangled up is Caffarelli. After that face-off, out to the right point, kicked around by Maher. Now comes back to the LA blue line, and some good stick checks by Telecki, and Connor will force it back to the Nobles zone. Pass over to the right wing circle, broken up before it can get to Severo. Under 7 minutes to go, pass into the middle, overskating the puck was Jacobs. Caffarelli stands up his man, allowing Broderick to get it into the zone and allow the Spartans some time to get a change. Broderick nearly intercepted that pass, that clearance, and it was gloved down by Duran, who gets it back into the Nobles zone. Back to Connor. Partial change for Nobles. Back out to center ice. And this is going to be a penalty on Lawrence Academy. Elbowing is the call. Big open ice hit. Matt Connor. Strong one, but an illegal one. And Nobles goes to the power play. .6:02 to go in the period. Face off in the left wing circle, won by Nobles. Played in deep for Haxton. Out to the edge of the right wing circle, taken over by Lapsley. Flutters it to Haxton. Out to the left point. Stick check by Lovett, no avail. Now some contact, and Noble's able to get it out of the zone. Lovett will apply the forecheck here. In reverse direction in the near right corner. Now it's Oliphant, trying to win the puck for the Spartans in a shorthanded situation. Oliphant goes down. Leads about 45 seconds off the penalty. 1:15 to go on it. Comes all the way back to Smith. LA getting a partial change. So Noble's getting a full change. Halfway through the penalty. Duran riding his man as this shot goes off the back of the cage. And Spartans unable to get it out of the zone. Taken back. Pass in the middle. The block was made by Fury, and it flutters all the way back to Smith. .25 seconds left on the penalty. Much of this penalty's been spent in the Noble zone, and now here's a one on Osako, scores! as brilliant a penalty kill as you can have and as awful a power play as you can have, and it results in a tie game as Dave Sacco makes it 2-2 with 4:19 to go and still 17 seconds left on the power play. I have never seen a team so outmatched while being on the power play as I've seen Nobles on this particular power play. Penalty time is up, 4 minutes to go in the period. Stretch pass to Duran, enters the zone on the right side, takes the shot, pad save made by Smith. Credit to Lawrence Academy, as this is icing on Nobles. And I think they're going to say, waving off the icing out of the face-off center ice. I think that's what's happening. But credit to Lawrence Academy, falling down 2-0 at home, and they've been as aggressive as they have throughout the game. From the outset, before the first Nobles goal, they said, okay, well, it's 1-0. Let's keep peppering Smith with shots, and that's what they did. And they fell behind 2-0, and their attacking style hasn't changed at all this game. And because of it, they've turned a 2-0 deficit into a 2-2 tie with about 3.5 to go in the second period. Lawrence Academy looking to get to double-digit wins in their first home game of the new year. Carfania, body's going flying in center ice. Now maybe some space here for the shot. Stick save made by Pienka, denying Jacobs. Poked out of the zone by Lovett. Off the side glass. Fury hammers it at the blue line, but not very far. Now Oliphant plays into the slot for the shot, wide right by Lovett. Chance in front! Oh, it was wide open for Anthony Caffarelli, and he couldn't capitalize. 2:38 to go. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $100. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Sacco picking up his 5th goal and 16th point of the season on that shorthanded bid to make it 2-2. We're at 2.5 to go in the second period. Mac Oliphant plays it in the zone from center ice. Thrown in on the diagonal by Matthews, who gets hit. Out to the left wing for the shot, blocked before it gets to Smith. And now taken the other way by the Bulldogs. Oliphant will try to win this race below the goal line with Taselli, the first goal scorer for Nobles. Now on the counterattack, it's Sacco. On the right side, takes the shot. Deflected off the rear glass by Smith. Back the other way come Nobles. Sloppy passing in the neutral zone. And lifted out of the zone by Duran, but not very far. Spartans able to force it into the Nobles' end with 90 seconds to go. Connor will carry this one away from his man. Nearly ran into Telecki. Telecki gets his stick lifted, and now a 2-on-2 the other way with Duran. Duran gets forced off the puck, now gives it up. Corralled at the right point, give it up to the left point for the shot that goes off the end boards. Telecki in the middle of that, keeping that play alive as the pass was off target, but he got it at the right point. Telecki continues to wait for it at the right point. Now chance in front, blocked before it goes off the side of the cage. Scramble in front, out to the left wing circle, backhanded towards net. Love it. To the goal line. Telecki! Blocked. Tries a return shot that is also blocked. 37 seconds left in the period. Back to Connor. LA getting a partial change. Connor enters the zone on the right side. Gives up to the middle. Oliphant! Wide left. 23 seconds left in the period. Connor takes the shot. Save made by Smith. Back out to Connor. Takes another shot. Another save made by Smith. Swept to the near right corner. Out to the right point. Back over to Connor. 9 seconds. Tries to flutter it through traffic. Telecki. 2 seconds. Are you not entertained? Wow. Well, catch your breath. I know I should. 2-2 between Nobles and LA after 2. Back after this. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC boys hockey here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass, alongside Max Hooven on camera. 2-2 our score between the Nobles Bulldogs and the Lawrence Academy Spartans as we get this third period underway. It was 2-0 Nobles. Shortly into the second period, but back-to-back goals, including a shorthander by Dave Sacco, have Lawrence Academy back even as they look for their 10th win of the season, looking to go to 10-1, and Nobles looking for the victory on the road to hopefully go to 8-2. 9-1 for LA entering play, 7-2 for Nobles entering play. Third period underway, team switch sides. Lawrence Academy going right to left in the navy blue, Nobles going left to right in the white jerseys. LA, as I mentioned earlier, whoa, did that go in? How did that not go in? It was a redirect on goal. It bounced off the stick of Broderick. It bounced off of Smith, and I thought that went inside the pipe. But somehow it didn't, and then Smith managed to prevent it from going in. So nearly a ridiculous goal. We've had some ridiculous bounces today. And some phenomenal saves made by Smith, but none more pulse pounding than that one. And now Nobles looking to take the lead after preserving the tie on that one. Lawrence Academy has been out shooting Nobles by a bunch, especially in the first period. It's amazing that Lawrence Academy hasn't actually been leading this whole game. They fell behind 2-0. Up the middle, it's Carfania dropping off to the left side for a shot that misses wide left by Maher. Out to the right point, trickles out of the zone, swiped at by Fury. Nobles will get a change. Lawrence Academy will get a partial change. Backhand in the zone, taking a hit is Maher. Up the far side boards. 3-on-3. Taken away from behind. And no offside. Play continues. Shot from a tight angle, saved by Pienka. As I was going to say before, the ridiculous ricochet off of Smith and the pipe. And off of Broderick. LA without a couple of key players today. Johnny Riggins and Brandon Milberg both out with upper body injuries as the referee signals a high sticking penalty. And this is going to be a Lawrence Academy power play. So Pierce Kenny goes to the box at 2:17 for high sticking. And Lawrence Academy, they have an even strength goal, they have a short-handed goal. Can they get one on the power play? And now Sacco being thrown off the dot. He doesn't like the call, he'll be replaced by Humphrey. And that face-off won by Nobles and rifled 200 feet. Entering the zone on the left side is Fury. Gets the puck taken away from him. Now to the right side, Sacco delays, takes a shot, bounces off of Smith. Now scramble in the far left corner, pried away by Sacco. Out to the right point, Carfania hands it off to Fury. Fury backs up, now goes over to Sacco. Sacco waits out to the top of the slot. Fury calling for it the left side. This deflects off a body in front to the far left corner. Sacco hands it off to Carfania again. Carfania back to Sacco. Sacco along the goal line. Give it back up to Sacco. The stick save made by Smith. Back out to Fury. 1:04 left on the power play. Carfania. Fury calling for it. Takes the shot, redirects in on Smith. He makes the save again. Fury goes behind the goal. Now back out to Carfania. Over to Sacco, takes the shot, save made again by Smith. And they only get it into the Nobles bench So that should have the face-off in the offensive zone, right? Looks like they're bringing out to are they bringing out to the neutral zone? Sacco is complaining about something. Yeah, the face-off is in the offensive zone. I was going to say, it was put into the Nobles bench by Nobles. It should be in the offensive zone. Right wing circle face-off, and it'll be won by the Spartans. This is Telecki. Gives it up. Back to Telecki at the top of the slot. Over to Connor. One-time pass over to Lovett. Lovett gets ridden into the boards. Caffarelli has some support from Oliphant. Now a scrum in the near left corner. Who's going to come away with it? Lovett pries it free, but catching up to it first is Bailey. He'll get it out of the zone, but the linesman helping out the Spartans there, slowing down the clearance. They get it back into the zone. 8 seconds left on the power play, though. The shot from the top of the right wing circle bounced to the near side boards. 2 seconds, one. Penalty time is up. One-timer fanned on in the low slot. Walking in was Lovett. 13:37 to go. Chopped at, now maybe a chance here for Haxton. He scores! Those vulnerable moments after the power play is over. And Drew Haxton gives Nobles the lead back at 3-2. Haxton, whose name I probably wouldn't be calling were it not for the Nobles managers up here, letting me know that this sophomore in his first year on the Nobles varsity squad, he gets the goal to make it 3-2. Carried along the blue line, fanned on, but no breakaway chance there. As Jacobs catches back up to it, throws it in from outside the blue line. Now back the other way come the Spartans. Broken up off the stick of Matthews. Thrown back into the LA end. 12:47 to go. Nobles gave up a 2-goal lead, but they have a lead back again now, 3-2. Broderick. Good pressure from the side by Toselli. Have the first goal of the game. Now he has a good defensive play there. Pass into the middle for Duran. Up the right side. Pass fanned on, goes off the side glass. No offside, says the linesman, but Lawrence Academy tagged up anyway. Now trickles all the way back to the LA end. Nobles wanted a too many men call, they didn't get it. Oliphant steers towards the left side, now is forced back, loses the handle. Bailed out by Humphrey. And now a turnover at center ice. McDonald plays it in deep. Carfagna will get it. He gets smashed. Humphrey. Pried below the goal line for McDonald. Now reversing direction for Haxton. His goal, the go-ahead goal right now. Haxton steers, tries to go into the slot, pokes it free, tries to get a shot on goal, swept aside. Now back the other way come the Spartans. Traffic on the right side, but keeping his momentum going is Humphrey. Humphrey tries to throw it in front, backhanded wide left. Out at the top of the slot, Fury spins. Takes the shot, off a body in front, swept out of the zone. This will trickle in on Pietka. Now the home run pass, no icing. Swept aside by Smith in a dangerous spot. 10:55 to go. Hammered towards Smith. Rebound. They score! Jack McLaughlin evens it at 3. just McLaughlin's second goal of the season. And it couldn't have come at a better time. We are level once again. Redirected into the zone. Jacobs trying to answer. Comes around the end boards. Pienko was out of position. Swept back into the zone from center ice by James O'Connor. Now up the near side boards. Lawrence Academy has never led this game. This comes in on Smith, and he will hold it with 10:25 to go. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Face off in the right wing circle. McLaughlin nearly won another one. Out to the right point. Fury can't handle the bouncing puck, and it's thrown off the side boards, where this will be icing on the Spartans with 10:09 to go. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face off in the left wing circle, won by the Spartans, carried along by Matthews. Up the left side, redirected out of the zone, nearly a big hit, but escaping the damage was Lovett. Turned back towards the LA end. Now here's Mac Oliphant. Stays on his feet, wiping his feet with Aiden Lyons. Out to the left point. Carfani has to tag up. Back to Fury. Hammers it from center ice, and it's deflected off the stick of Smith and into the protective netting. .934 to go in a tie game. Nobles has led 2-0 and 3-2. Lyons looks for an outlet, tries to go up the middle, poked away from Jacobs, now flutters into the LA end. Oliphant, now he looks for an outlet. He'll carry it up ice himself, go up the right side and redirect it into the zone by Connor. Oliphant forces a turnover, gets it to Humphrey. Carrying it away is Maher. Out to the right point for Fury. Takes the shot. Loose puck. Comes to the near side. Flutters up and into the LA zone, but it looks like it went into the protective netting with 8:40 to go. Oh, did they call an icing? I don't think that would be icing. Face-off won by St. Mark's. That's one thing they've been doing very well today. Clearance taken over at center ice and played into the zone by Connor, but they get it right back out of the zone. Here's Cronin walking into the left wing circle, has it poked away, bailing him out is Severo. Now comes to the far side boards. We're waiting for it at the left point. James O'Connor, and it's cleared. Now maybe a 2-on-1, but it's intercepted by Pierce Kenny. Played back to Kenny. Kenny up the left side boards, swiped in on the backhand by Owen O'Connor. Matt Connor plays it around the end boards, out to the left point, keeping it in is James. James goes diagonal to the near right corner, out of the reach of Lapsley. And Spartans able to get it out of the zone. Good deflection at center ice to slow down the momentum by Haxton. Pienka will steer this aside. 7:39 to go. Connor over the referee's head. Dangerous play there made by Smith as it was chopped at by both Smith and Duran, and now flutters over the goal. Bodies flying in front of the net. Out to the left point for a shot that goes off the calves of Kenny and lifted out of the zone all the way back to the LA end. Redirects out, no icing. Now whistle, oh dear. We've got an injury here along the Nobles blue line, and clutching his chest or his throat, but now sitting upright, thankfully. That is Owen O'Connor. Looks like he's okay. LA Athletic trainer Frank Mastrangelo checking on him. 7:08 to go, and now the officials have decided there's going to be a penalty here. I think the Nobles bench was barking for a penalty because they thought it was an illegal hit. That caused that stoppage. I don't know if Brian Day is satisfied with that explanation. So we're just going to have a face-off at center ice. And the face-off will trickle back to the LA zone where it'll be handled by Oliphant. Pass into the middle, redirected out. This will be icing on the Spartans. 6:56 to go. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Love it. Two on two the other way for the Spartans. Backhanded, unable to corral the puck is Maher. Kept alive, this shot by Humphrey goes off a stick behind the goal. Now at the right side for Cronin. Cronin stops in the near right corner. Taps it along the end boards. Spartans get possession on the diagonal, hammered back into the zone from just outside the blue line by Kenny. 5:40 to go in a 3-3 tie. Humphrey out to Carfagna. His shot goes off a couple bodies in the mid slot. Good pressure by Oliphant to keep the play alive. Now tries to work his way in. Backhands! It's in! It just trickled through Smith. Just barely. But it counts just the same. And for the first time today, Lawrence Academy leads. Oliphant with his 5th goal of the season. 5:14 to go. Again, it's the first time the Spartans have led this game. They trailed 2-0 and 3-2, came back to tie each time. And now they lead with about 5 minutes to go. This is backhanded into the Spartan bench. 4 different goal scorers for the Spartans. Caffarelli, then Sacco, then McLaughlin, and then Oliphant. Face-off won by the Spartans. Face-off wins will be crucial for the Spartans the rest of the way if they want to preserve this lead, because face-offs have been probably the best phase of the game thus far for Nobles. Pientka steers this behind the goal in a dangerous spot. Also got to be sure not to commit any stupid penalties. So they can avoid giving Nobles any 6-on-4 opportunities. Backhanded, and now the net is off its mooring. Yep, referee took a while to blow his whistle, but thankfully for both teams, nothing controversial happens. 4:23 to go. Face off in the right wing circle. Face off won by Nobles and swept out of the zone. Thrown back in from center ice. Smith knocks it down. Bailey up the right side. With some speed, it's Jacobs. Jacobs, forced below the goal line, tries to turn it in front. Knocks his man down in the process. Turned over in the middle of the slot. Great persistence by Caffarelli, gives it up, save made! And sprawling to cover it up are both Smith and Lyons. With 3:50 to go. Caffarelli, great individual effort despite being outmanned heading up ice, and then dropped it off for the shot that Smith needed support from Lyons to secure. 3:50 to go. Brian Day says it's too early to take this timeout. And a shot off the face-off, saved by Smith, carried along by Lyons. Reverses direction for Kenny. Turned over inside the blue line, but Humphrey can't get much going with it. Up the left side, fired in on the diagonal. Carfagna will get it. With a man on his back, tries to get it out of the zone. Traffic along the left point, and now trickles out of the zone. No icing here. Sacco with good pressure, but Noble's able to reverse direction anyway. Noble's getting fresh legs out there as we approach 3 minutes to go. Soft touch, too soft there for Duran, trying to get it into the Noble zone. Lyons plays it up ice. Fury was in a scrum with his man, the far right corner, out to the left point. No offside. It trickles in on Pientka, and he secures it with 2:49 to go. And now let's see if Brian Day calls his timeout. It's too early in a 1-goal game to pull the goalie. And now we are going to have Brian Day calling his timeout. 2:49 to go. Lawrence Academy looking for the comeback victory. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Then follow us on the web and support us on the web. Localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring, PayPal, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. While we have this timeout, let's see if we can get you some MIAA and NEPSAC scores. Looks like Cheshire Academy boys basketball won their game 57-50. Winthrop leading Marblehead 3-1 in boys hockey. Hopkinton beats Holliston 4-2 in boys hockey. that's all we can do right now. Running out of time on that timeout. 2:49 to go. Face off in the right wing circle. Goalie still in net for Nobles. Again, it's a little early in a one-goal game. Out to the right point, hammered in deep by Bailey. Thrown in from a tough angle on the left side. Now the Spartans on a 3-on-2 here. Lovett senses that, tries to make a move. Now a shot is popped up and off the Lawrence Academy Girls Hockey ISL Champions banner. 2:20 to go. Lawrence Academy looking to hang on, coming back from a 2-0 and 3-2 deficit. Looking for their 10th win of the season. Humphrey to take the face-off against Taselli. Dangerous spot in front, and it's backhanded in! Dave Sacco with his second! Mark Smith cannot believe he gave that one up. 5-3. Three in a row scored this period by the Spartans. Face-off won by Nobles. Off to the bench goes Smith. Oh, that didn't take long. Roofed in from the left side, and it's a one-goal game again. It's John Cronin making it 5-4. Off the end boards, under 2 minutes to go. Boy, it looked like Lawrence Academy had it in hand, and then just 5 seconds later, there goes Smith for the bench. Extra attacker on for Nobles. That one was dangerous. Pienka steered it aside. Trickles out of the zone. Lawrence Academy with possession. Shot from center ice. Diving down to his knees to stop that one was Haxton. 1:20 to go. Off the side glass icing, so this will force Smith to come back on the ice. I was going to make a comment about the San Jose Washington game last week, wherein the Sharks scored an empty net goal to take a 2-goal lead with a minute left in regulation and lost in overtime. This one's a little different. 1:13 to go. Whoa, right off the faceoff. Shot whistles wide left. Kept in at the blue line by Carfania. Around the end boards. We approach 1 minute to go. Duran goes down. Was looking for a call. Didn't get it. Slowed down at center ice, but Smith off for the extra attacker. Lawrence Academy was up 5-3 after being down 3-2. With about 2 minutes to go. Nobles has used their timeout. Out to the left point. Chance in the slot. Turnaround shot in the mid-slot. Backhanded. Wrap around. Good job by the LA defense holding their ground. Sealing his man off the puck was Carfania. He rides his man against the boards. 21 seconds to go. It trickles outside the zone. Nobles will go get it. Lions. Up the right side, tapped into the zone. Fury. Can't get it out of the zone. Chance here, backhand. trickles outside, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Lawrence Academy wins. That game got more and more intense as it progressed. A 5-4 victory for the Lawrence Academy Spartans, and Nobles players hunched over in disbelief that they let that one get away. 3-2 on the road, and 3 straight by Lawrence Academy. The eventual game-winning goal by David Sacco with 2 goals on the game, giving him 6 and 17 points on the season. He's our player of the game. Lawrence Academy goes to 10-1, and Nobles, in a valiant effort, falls to 7-3. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2020, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. A reminder that LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. LSP's next broadcast is Saturday afternoon at 12:55 p.m. when the Mass Bay Buccaneers host the Bunker Hill Bulldogs in NJCAA men's basketball action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP, follow and support LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring, PayPal, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Lawrence Academy, the Grant Rink in Groton, Mass. It is the Lawrence Academy Spartans 5, the Nobles Bulldogs 4. For Max Hooven on camera, my name is Sam Feeler, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.